Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is chocolate raspberry from Barissimo from Aldi's, my favorite. And I'm going to have that with white chocolate raspberry creamer from International Delight. And yes, I know it's not healthy, but we all eat things and drink things that aren't healthy, so unfortunately. Some of us are more focused on it than others. I would say I'm moderately focused on it. Not so much over the top, but I probably should be. Anyway, today's high is only going to be 30, so that means the snow won't be melting. And I think we're supposed to get some snow. It's pretty gloomy here this morning. I've been awake since before 5. It was like 4 something when I woke up. So usually what I do then is I go through and delete all my ridiculous amounts of email. And then I try and answer my YouTube comments, which is always fun. And I delete like pictures from the day before, videos from the day before, from my phone camera, because if I kept all that, my phone would stop working. So these are just things that I have to do every day for my YouTube. So there's a lot of maintenance involved in having a YouTube channel. So I keep hoping that my phone holds out. It's getting older, and I don't like getting a new phone every year or every couple of years. I don't bother upgrading. Once I get used to something electronic, I kind of like to hang on to it for as long as possible. I used to like all the newest gadgets and things like that when I was younger, but not so much anymore. I like the old tried and true with many things in life as you get older. You learn what works, what doesn't work. I think as you get older, many of us don't experiment as much as we used to. Sometimes we just find what we like, and that's what we stick to. So I guess that's what being set in your ways is all about. It's life experience, and you know what works and what doesn't work, and you kind of just stick to it. I think when you're younger, you're kind of still exploring a lot of things, which, makes it nice and makes it fun. Nice variety, but as you get older, you kind of get settled, and life isn't so chaotic. So, all right, let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. Yep, good as always. So I haven't made any plans for today yet. Sometimes my daily plans have a lot to do with what the weather's doing outside, but I find that I go out less and less. I have no desire to be bumming around in the stores anymore. Used to be one of my fun things to do. I don't do that anymore. And I don't know. I think I'm so focused on my house now and trying to get things in order and purged and working the way I like them to work. And that's kind of what my focus is. I was laying in bed this morning and thinking about what is it that I really, really want to do that I'm not doing. And I don't know, I really can't think of much that I'm not doing that I want to do. And like I said, right now I'm focused on making my house functional and making my house comfortable. And the other things, the crafts, the arts and stuff that I always like to do, I'm not really feeling it right at the moment. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I wish I could do this so I could make a painting, or I wish I could do this instead. I'm just kind of doing what I want to do. And on those days where I don't feel like doing anything, I don't do anything. I know YouTube does take up quite a bit of time. Sometimes as I'm going through my day, something that I would just normally say, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I think, well, maybe somebody might find that helpful or interesting. So then I film it. And it does take me longer to get through tasks by doing that. But I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I think it's a lot of fun. But, there are people on YouTube that make a lot of money. A lot. But I'm not one of them. I do get some money from YouTube. But if I broke it down into an hourly rate, it would probably come to 50 cents an hour. So it's not something that I do for a lot of money. It's something that I do because I enjoy doing it. And I enjoy interacting with all of you folks out there in YouTube land. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go take a look at my budget book over there, and I'll be back in a flash. Right, here we are back at my budget book. Well, yesterday I didn't spend any money, so that's good. Oh, no, that was the day before. No, yesterday I didn't spend any money. It was here that I went out to lunch. So now I'm two spend and two no spend. So, but I am trying to keep it on the down low, and so far so good. But today I have to pay bills, but that does not go on this budget sheet. That goes in a different spot in my budget book. And I do have a whole video of how I set up my budget book, how I track my budget, my expenses. All you have to do is go in the little search bar and type in budget book, and it should bring that up if you're interested in setting up your own budget for the year. Now, I started this budget back, I think in 2020. I had debt I had to pay off, so I wanted to track my expenses. And then I came up with this tracking sheet just to track my spending and not spending. And like I said before, it's my goal to have a couple weeks a month anyway of no spend. So if I get more than that, that's even better. But I really want to push this thing home and get these big expenses that I have still looming. The deck, the windows, and my downstairs bathroom. I really would like to get at least the bathroom and the deck done this year. But we'll see. I have to see how finances go. My real estate taxes just went up through the roof. It's ridiculous. They did a reassessment of all the houses. And yeah, it's criminal. And then my association fees went up. I don't track any of that on this sheet either. But yeah, and of course your health care costs go up every year. So I have an ARP supplemental that costs me $350-ish, not quite, a year or a month. So I mean, just those three things are over $1,000, and that's half my monthly income. So the rest all goes to other bills. So, yep, the man is just wanting all the money. So I hope that this next administration can get things under control. That would be great. So, okay, that's it on my budget book chat for today. All right, well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee with you guys. Cheers. And it's time to do another life lesson reading from Julia Cameron. So let's see what it has to say today. Today is January 5th, and the life lesson for today is, Little one, your friendships are far-flung, yet they are steady. Your heart is loyal. Your heart is generous. Across great distances, your heart holds fast. You have the capacity for deep love. Once you commit, you are steadfast. You love as God loves, with stamina and grace. Count your perseverance as a great blessing. We take pride in your steady, loyal heart. So a lot of times we have friendships that we've had for many years, and my opinion, those are the best friendships, because those people have known you the longest. They've seen you through all kinds of happy times, sad times. They've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they're still your friends. So, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't make new friendships. Now, as we get older, that gets more difficult, because a lot of people are like me as they get older. They stay home. A lot of people do that, and they don't get out much. So when I worked in the nursing homes as a nurse, sometimes I would watch the people, and they'd be sitting at their tables, and they had like their assigned seats. And not that many people talked to each other. They just sat there and ate and did their thing, and then they went back to their rooms. So, but there were those people that were a little more social, and those are the people that usually went to the activities where they did crafts and painted and things like that, or they would have people come in and have shows like music. They'd have Elvis impersonators and, just all kinds of things like that. But for the most part, I think most of the older people that I observed, they didn't strike up a whole lot of new friendships. They interacted the most with the staff rather than each other. Every now and then you'd have a blooming romance, but it's like, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I mean, I love my old friends the best, the ones that I've known for many years and that know me. And I never needed a huge circle of friends. Some people, there's no right or wrong, but some people, they just love gathering friends. They love big gatherings of friends and woohoo and whoop-de-doo. I have a friend like that. She, the more friends, the merrier. And I used to hang out a lot with those people, but it was never really my cup of tea. I did it because my ex-husband, he was like a social butterfly. He loved to be with people. And that was one of the things where we didn't quite jive. And I mean, I would go with him, and it wasn't like I was, a wallflower sitting in the corner, but he loved that. and I only could tolerate so much of that. And then, it's like, okay, I've had enough. And I would need to go regroup somewhere else. Because I'm more of an introvert. I can be an extrovert when it comes to having conversations with people. If it's a topic that interests me, I can talk to you for hours. But small talk, I can't stand small talk. I just, I find it so boring that it's not something that I do very often either. So anyway, friendships are important even as you grow older. And, my mom is 95. She'll be 96 in April. And sometimes I feel really bad because all her friends are dead. She's outlived all her friends. And she has neighbors, younger neighbors that will come and, ring her doorbell every now and then, or they'll come and plow her driveway. So she has very nice neighbors, which is really nice. And sometimes the little kids, excuse me, their little kids will ring the doorbell and bring her something, which I think is cute. But all in all, she used to have some close friends, but, she's outlived them all. So basically, she has family, younger family. She has me and my kids and the grandkids. Well, the grandkids don't think that much about, older people. I mean, my grandkids. They're still younger, not all of them, but, they don't go visit great-grandma. But my kids will. They'll go visit her. So, I mean, that's one of the downsides of being very old, is you outlive everybody. And a lot of times you outlive your children. So, and that's something I never wanted to do. I never want to do that. But anyway, yep, that's it on the friendship talk. And I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like having a lot of friends, or do you not like having a lot of friends? If you're a senior and you're able to get out and about, and you don't have a lot of friends because your friends moved away or they've passed on, you can always join some senior groups in your community. And your senior center is really a good resource for older people. I go have my taxes done at the Fairview Park Senior Center, and it's really nice, and they have a lot of activities there. So the senior center here where I live, I'm not a fan. I've gone a couple times to a couple classes, a watercolor class and a Tai Chi class, but I'm not a big fan. So I do like the one in Fairview much better, but it's a little bit of a distance. It's like maybe 8 miles away or something like that. So, but hook up with your local senior center if you feel like you need some friendships. So, all right, well, I still don't know what I'm doing today. I have to figure that out, but there's no rush. And I have several projects that I can do, or I can just sit and do some reading and write morning pages. I could do, that's the nice thing about being a single senior, is you can do whatever you want. All right, well, I'll be back. I have these veggies left over from the party, and I want to roast the carrots and the broccoli and the tomatoes. Hello, would you like a carrot? These guys love, love, love carrots. There you go. Yep, they love the carrots. So there isn't a whole lot left here, but I'm going to stick them in my toaster oven. And then the celery I'm going to make something else out of. I'm not going to roast that. But I'll stick the tomatoes on the tray along with this stuff. And then I'll see what I can come up with for dinner. All right. I'm just going to spray some oil on there with some seasonings and roast it at 400 for, oh, I'm not sure how long, but until they're done, right? We're going to cook them till they're done. Is that yummy? Is that yummy? Is that yummy? There we go. I had a potato that I had cooked the other day. I'm going to roast that along with it too. And I used some garlic, olive oil, and I seasoned it with this is from Dollar Tree, citrus garlic seasoning, and some onion powder. So that'll go into a 400-degree oven, and I'm going to check it after a half an hour, see if it's done. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. So that looks good. I have some more ingredients that I want to use up. I chopped up that little bit of celery I had left. I have a hard-boiled egg, some mayo from Dollar Tree. I've got some ranch from the veggie tray. I've got a couple pieces of different American cheeses, and I have this small batch sourdough loaf from Aldi's. So for brunch this morning, I want to make a sandwich using those ingredients. So let's see what I'll smell good in my kitchen. It smells like garlic. So I chopped up the egg and the celery, and then in my basement stash I have this tuna, and it's lemon pepper. I'm going to add that because the one little egg wasn't enough. So I'm going to make like a mock tuna salad, and hopefully it'll be good. So I'm going to add a little bit of the ranch and a little bit of mayo, the two together, because this is already seasoned, and make a sandwich. Here is today's brunch, and I put some of these Dolce flakes in with to make it a little bit more tuna-y, and those are sea vegetables. So I have those already in my freezer stash, and I'm looking forward to eating that. And I have enough left for another wrap or sandwich or whatever. So those are today's meals. Right, here is tonight's dinner. I made a wrap. I'm just using things I have. Some of this stuff is from the party, like this garlic hummus. I have these Dollar Tree tortilla chips that I want to use up. Some vegan ham, some mild shredded cheddar cheese, a tomato wrap that I've had hanging out forever, and on the wrap is a little avocado, one of those minis. I put some spinach on there, some mustard and mayo, and a little bit of this ranch dressing. And this is also from the party, a veggie tray, snap peas and carrots. And then I still have this left. This I'll probably end up cooking along with the carrots and some celery I have in here. So that is tonight's dinner. It looks pretty good. So I'm going to enjoy that, and I'm trying to use up the wraps. I've had those forever. So there we go. A delicious dinner out of what I pulled out of the fridge. What are you doing in there, little Lizzie? Are you in there? What are you doing, Lizzie? Where are you? Where? Oh, there you are. Whoa, you got some crazy hair there. Yes, you do. You got some crazy hair. All right, there they are. And you made a mess of your bed. You made a big mess of your bed. All right, puppies, let's relax. Yep. Okay. There you go. Well, okay, it's 3 o'clock, and that's my quitting time. That's when I'm done with whatever it is I'm doing most of the time, unless there's something that I absolutely have to do in the late afternoon, early evening. 3 o'clock is it. I didn't do a whole lot today. I didn't start any projects. I just was not in the mood. So I did a little cooking and a little straightening up, and that was it. And it is so nice having my downstairs here now, my home all neat and organized. I don't have to sit in my chair and go, oh, I need to do that. I need to get up and do that and that. And I don't feel guilty about it anymore. So it's wonderful. I can't remember the last time I was this relaxed in my own home and not constantly thinking about my to-do list. So the work is definitely worth the effort, but I'm pacing myself. You know, it's like, okay, finish this job and then move on to the next one. I'm not all over the place doing this and doing that. So my next project, of course, is working my way up to my bedroom. I still haven't started on that. And it's not horrendous, but it's got a lot of pillows and blankets and clothes that I need to get rid of. So that's going to be my next project. And then even when I think about, oh my goodness, the gardening season's going to be starting before I know it, I'm not doing that anymore either. If I have time for the garden and doing this and doing that in the garden, I'll do it. I'll get it done. But I don't even have an agenda out there for this year. What gets done, gets done. The only thing out there that I do want to do for sure, well, there's a couple things, is finish the fencing. I'm reconfiguring that, so I want to do that. And I want to put together my potting bench and my little pop-up greenhouse. But none of those things are going to take weeks and weeks of work. In fact, they're all pretty easy things to do. So, but that's the only criteria I have this year. And if some of my raised little city pickers stay empty this year, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. So I was thinking about, I've said I'm not going to buy a whole lot of fresh produce going forward because it's always too much, you know, in the packages and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do, Walmart has these little mini kits. And a lot of times when you buy the bigger salad kits, I can't eat a whole salad kit. I mean, some people do. They eat it in one fell swoop, but I can't do that. So I get 2 or 3 meals out of one package of salad kit. But by the time I get to the 3rd meal, the salad's already, because it's cut, it's starting to get brown on the edges, and then I don't want to eat it. So I'm going to try just buying the mini packages and just maybe getting 1 meal out of it. And it's okay if it's a little more expensive. I think they're $1.98 each. And so that's not going to break the bank. So I'm going to try that the next time I need some salad or I need some provisions, but I'm really going to try this month to keep the spending on the food and groceries to a very minimum amount. So anyway, yeah, that was my day today. I hope everybody had a good day and that you got some relaxing done, and you also got done what you wanted to do. So all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.